Hello and welcome back. Carmine from New York teaches photography, lesson number 51, live from New York City. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today we have a special, um, different kind of a photo class today. We're going to dip our toe into the digital pool. Um, I don't speak a lot so far about digital cameras, but we might as well start with Photo Class 51. I will be bringing in a little film photography into it, you know that. Today, we are going to discuss ready, aim, photo. What do I mean? Well, everybody is familiar with a point and shoot film camera. This one happens to be the Minolta 140EX. Very nice camera. Okay, this white you see over the flash is my invention. This is a soft flash, uh, little bit of DIY. Um, all point and shoot cameras that have a built-in flash, the flash is horrendous. It gives you white, washed out faces and just terrible. So, an easy fix, you get a piece of tissue paper, like from a Kleenex, and you cut it the size of the flash. And then you just get a piece of clear cellophane tape, scotch tape, and you just tape it on. Just 2 layers of tissue, not too much. And this makes the best diffuser you can get for a point and shoot. Okay, that's enough with the point and shoot film photography. Today I want to discuss with you the Leica Q. The Leica Q has been around for a while, and it is like any other Leica. The value keeps going up for a used camera. It's incredible. It's like the price of Bitcoin, let's say. So anyway, this is a copy of the Leica Q. As you can see on the top, 2 pieces of gaffer's tape. This piece of gaffer's tape is covering the word Leica, but this is the most important piece of gaffer's tape. It's covering it's covering the left and right microphone openings into the camera. Now, it's a terrible place to put the microphone openings. It does take video, obviously. So you have to cover this with gaffer's tape because dust, rain, snow, it's just going to get in there and just gum everything up. So as soon as you get your Leica Q, get a piece of gaffer's tape. Not black tape, not duct tape, gaffer's tape. Because when you peel it off, it will not leave any residue. This is covered, right? The word Leica over here is covered because you have to get your camera street ready. And oh, look, the Leica red dot. This needs to be prepped for the street. Now you see it. Now you don't. Why do we cover the Leica red dot? So you don't get murdered. Okay, I have a whole video on that. Just go back a few classes about how not to get murdered when you're taking street photography. This is a big part of it. Okay, so let's keep going. Probably the best thing about the Leica Q is that they really had street photography in mind when they created this gem over in Germany. What do I mean? Well, it's very advanced. Okay. How about this? You could turn on your camera, turn on the Leica Q, hang it from your neck. Okay? It's hung from your neck. You wouldn't have it this high, but it's hung from your neck. And then you take your cell phone and you open the app called Leica Photos, Photos. And remember, now your hands are off your camera. This is just hung around your neck. And you have your cell phone in your hand with like a Photos app open. Well, guess what? You just walk around the city, the town, anywhere you want, looking at your cell phone. When you open the app, you're looking right through the lens. All the camera functions appear on your phone. As you turn, the image on the phone turns. It's a live view from the camera that's on your belly, okay, or sitting on a table next to you, right? And people now see you doing this, looking at your phone. They don't see you holding up the camera up to your eye, ready to take their photo and get them all angry. So you just wait for them to turn or look at you, or you could be walking too, and you just hit click, take the picture. The camera is near silent. You have all the volumes off on your phone, so that's silent, and you just walk around the city taking beautiful waist level photos, and nobody will know what the heck you're doing because your hands are never on the camera. You're not, it's not up to your face. You're not looking down. It's just hanging around your neck. Okay? And if you have on, this camera is black. If you had on a black sweatshirt, a black t-shirt, a black jacket, you won't even see it. But your hands free. Hands free. You walk around and you take your photos on your phone. Click, 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 click. What a marvel. Seriously. It's come in handy many, many times. Okay, another positive about the camera. Now, I'm touching upon the positives that not many other YouTube photography channels are touching on with the Leica Q. Okay? Here's a positive. With this camera, you cannot bring a whole backpack of lenses with it. Why? It's permanent mount. This is a non-interchangeable lens camera. It comes with the 28mm 1.7 Sumilux, S-U-M-M-I-L-U-X, Sumilux lens. Super fast, 1.7, almost the top of the line Leica lens, right? The Nocturne is, of course, a higher one than this, but this is one of the best lenses they made. So, talking about the lenses, traveling light. The only thing you need to go out, whether it's street photography or landscape photography or just going to a party, the only thing you need to bring with you is an extra battery and an extra SD card, and you're done. Fits in your pocket. No bag of lenses because you can't change the lens. Speaking about the lens, how about this? They thought of everything with this camera. They know that sometimes you want to get a close-up of something. Close-up of wedding rings if you're shooting a wedding. Close-up of a flower, or somebody's face, a close-up of anything. A nice macro shot. Well, you just turn the ring on the lens, and now you're in macro mode. How about this for macro? 6.7 inches between the camera and the subject. That's 17 centimeters for my friends in Europe. How long is 6.7 inches? Well, how about it's about the length of your hand. From the camera to the subject, the length of your hand. That's how far the camera has to be from the subject in macro mode. But wait, let's get even closer. For many years, going back to film photography, there has been a photographer's little helper. And it's these. These are macro. These are, let me see, oh my God. Wow. Did you ever see anything so pretty? Ooh. These are macro filters. Macro filters screw on the front of almost any lens. And this one happens to be they come in plus, +2, +4, +8. This one is a 10x. So this is a times 10 macro filter. Okay? It just screws, you screw off this metal lens hood, right? You screw off the metal lens hood. You screw on the +10 or +4, whichever one you want. They come in a kit. They come in a kit of 4 different magnifications. Okay. Now, when I bought this set, the brand is Vivitar. All right. Now, I actually was looking. I was looking for a Hoya set in 49 millimeter because that's what this takes. This takes 49 millimeter thread. I was looking for the Hoya. For some reason, I couldn't find it in 49 millimeter. B&W had it. Forget about the price. But Vivitar, and I says, oh, nuts. Vivitar, not exactly a name brand, you would like to put in your kit. But I says, you know what? It was secondhand on eBay. It was like $10. The person that was selling it, came in the box, the Vivitar box, said, bought it, never used it. He had great photographs of it on the webs, on his eBay listing. He showed each one, net used. Anyway, for a couple of bucks, I bought it. I tried it, and you know what? Very impressed. Very impressed with the close-up rings. The close-up filters from Vivitar. I recommend them. In fact, there is something written on here you should probably know if you're considering it. This says Vivitar Series 1 10x macro lens, 49 millimeter. So, and it's written in gold on the side of the filter. I know it's not going to focus, but at least you can see it's gold writing. So if you're considering buying close-up lenses, close-up filters to go on top of the macro setting, I recommend these. I've used them. I like them. I know some of you out there are pulling your hair out. What is he doing? He's using cheap Vivitar macro filters on a Leica. How pedestrian. Wrong. They work. Remember, we're looking for results. We're not looking to impress anybody with name brands. Remember that. Okay, let's keep going. So we talked about how this is the one of the benefits is you can't carry extra camera lenses in your bag. You can't carry a telephoto, right? You can't carry a fisheye because this is permanent. Okay. This camera, right? Full frame. It's a full frame sensor. It's 24 megapixels. It's a 24 megapixel full frame. Obviously mirrorless, right? What else? It takes video. Me, I don't care. I've never even used it. Never used the video function. All right. It takes SD cards, which are available around the world. Not an issue. Doesn't take anything glamorous. Just an SD card. What else? I have used this for a few events. All right. And one of the events I recently shot just in October, right? What was that? 4 months ago? Okay. Was the New York City Greenwich Village Halloween Parade. They hold it every year. All right. And I looked into what's the dedicated, it has a hot shoe. It has a hot shoe on the top of the camera, right? With the Leica pins, okay? What was the dedicated flash when this was manufactured that Leica recommended as the dedicated flash for the Leica Q? Well, it turns out the Leica SF-26 is the dedicated flash for the Leica Q. It's a great little unit. All right, it only takes 2 AAA batteries, which I was so impressed. I only had to change the batteries like maybe twice in a whole photo shoot of a 3-hour long parade. All right, now as you see, mine, like everything else I have, I customize it. All right, the first thing is the Leica branding covered with gaffer's tape. Now you'll say, what is this? What is this? Well, as you remember from the point and shoot, right, flash diffuser, this is the same thing. You take a long piece of packing tape, clear packing tape, you lay it on top of a piece of tissue paper. Now, what do you mean by tissue paper? You know, blow your nose tissue paper. You lay it on top, you put the piece of tissue paper down, you get your packing tape, clear packing tape, you lay it on top, turn it over, you get another piece of clear packing tape, put it right over that. Now you've sandwiched the tissue between packing tape on both sides. You trim it, you trim all the tissue paper off, and now you've made your own diffuser for the flash. Okay? Because like any other flash, you never want to use it without a diffuser. At least bounce it. But this photo shoot that I did, the parade is outside. What are you going to do? Bounce it onto the moon? No. So you needed a diffuser. Okay? Made my own. Okay? And then you just go around it and you attach it with gaffer's tape. All right? And in a pinch, if you're looking at your photos as you're going, right? If you're looking at the results and you go, it's not powerful enough, you can always just peel off the gaffer's tape that you have. You have it on the flash, take it off, put the diffuser in your pocket, and you just go straight on. Okay? This is so light and so just slips right into your pocket. This little flash, SF-26, made by Leica for the Leica Q. Okay? This was dedicated for this, right? Getting back to staying alive, right? This looks like it's busted with all this gaffer's tape on it. Remember, you don't want to get robbed. What's the size of this? Right now you see it in my hands, but let's see it in comparison to 2 other cameras. Okay? Here is a standard point and shoot camera. It's identical in the length. It's nearly identical in the height. Okay? Maybe because the lens is sticking out a little bit. It might be, the Leica might be a little bit bigger. But just to show you, it's as big as a point and shoot, a film point and shoot. And what is it smaller than? Well, the D4 with a similar lens, okay? You be the judge of what you think would be easier to carry around for 3-4 hours doing a shoot, okay? This D4 happens to have a 17mm Tokina lens on it. One of the best lenses I've ever used. This is the ATX Pro 17mm. What an incredible lens. You can go on my website, my gallery, CarmineTaverna.com, and you can see all the photographs I've taken with the Leica Q. All you have to do, you go to CarmineTaverna.com. There's a search box in the website. You just put in Q, you can put in Leica Q, and you'll see the photographs taken with it. I know a lot of you probably have too much to do, so let's look at a few examples from that night. Okay, this is a photograph from that night from the New York City Greenwich Village Halloween parade. All right, using the flash, using this little tiny flash with the diffuser. Right, it just shows you the color rendition. He has some makeup on. that's not that's not his face. Uh, Shows you what the how the flash diffuses it. Right, it doesn't wash anything out. Let's keep going. Like examples. Here's available light. Now this was the same parade. This is all from the same event. All right. This is available light. Leica Q. This was about 10 p.m. now on the Greenwich Village Halloween parade. All right. Look how it handled this difficult lighting situation. Right. By the way, it has all the normal settings: program, aperture priority, shutter priority, full manual. Okay. Let's keep going. I got two more examples to show you of the Leica Q, just to show you the brilliance of that Sumulux lens. What a beautiful lens. The sharpness, the color rendition. Go to my website, look at it in HD. You know, the webcam doesn't do it justice. CarmineTaverna.com. Just type in the search box on the website. Just put in Leica Q or Village Halloween Parade, any one of those, and you'll see the photographs in HD. All right, and also taken from that night. Okay, picture of the crowd. When I did post production on this, I just happened to like the way it looked when I put the settings on black and white, and just unbelievable. Now you'll see this little flash, right? The SF-26 from Leica. This little flash. Look at the output. All right. Now, yeah, it's a 28 millimeter lens, so obviously I was in pretty close. All right. Otherwise, if I was too far back, with a 28 millimeter, they'd be too small. So I was pretty close, but still, look at the output on that flash, and how really it is dedicated. It is dedicated to the Leica Q, the way it works together. Just great. Really wonderful. All right. So, did I touch upon everything I wanted to say? Yeah. The macro setting is just incredible. Either with or without, if you use any extra macro filters, right? But buy them anyway. Just keep them in your bag. The macro screw-on filters. You don't know. You might see something in the macro setting, right? Even though you can get 6 inches away, right? Even though this is exact, by the way. This is exactly from here to here is exactly 6.7 inches. And look, it's only the length of your hand. That's how close you can get to a subject. But if you want to get even closer, right, I recommend, because I've used them. I'm only going to recommend things that I've used. The Vivitar macro close-up filters, right? They're cheap. Cheaper than chips, as they say in the UK. So, I hope you enjoy this episode, number 51. It's a little different. What I want you to do is just go right over to the corner. Right over here. Follow my thumb and go right over here and click. Hit the red box. Do this guy a favor. Subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. What else? Thumbs up. Come on. Give me a thumbs up. You'll feel better. You'll get that serotonin going. You'll feel better. I'll feel better. And the world keeps going. Comment below. I love the comments. If you feel uncomfortable about asking a question, some people are shy. Some people don't want their thoughts out there in public. Email me. I get emails every day. blackandwhitephoto@aol.com. Email me about anything photography related, and I guarantee you I will respond quickly. I told you about my gallery, online gallery, CarmineTaverna.com. And I think we covered everything today. Uh, this has been a great episode. We've touched on a few new things, and I want you to have a nice day. The weekend's coming up. It should be nice no matter where you are. And I will see you in photo class number 52. I like to sync it up, get very dramatic.